have your workers?
Yeah, can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we just need
No
human
problem.
hands, human things. Good morning. I'm here at the Lorong Halus jetty and I'm just waiting for Kai to come so we can get on the boat to go to the Kelong. Today I'm going to use the 18-120 lens because it has such a wide range. So I'm just going to see how this would work in a Kelong which has very limited space for maneuvering. Going near it's always preferred, but zooming in gives a different perspective. At f4, let's see what this gives me.
他很少上来
You
的
boy
嘞
or girl?
Today not very bright ah. Is that a good thing?
Well, the good thing is that it's not raining. Are all the dogs here friendly?
Yeah.
Okay.
The mussels are actually native in local waters. They are green lip mussels. They spawn like all year round for us. So this is how it looks like when it's in its raw state, right? Meaning to say, haven't cleaned yet. So they grow from baby and they grow big. This is like its own like enclave where you have a different species. You have like the sea lice, the brittle stars, you have like baby crabs all around, the barnacles. Yeah, so these guys we harvest by hand.
A bit closer to the rest of the mussels. A bit
Here got
lower.
light, here don't have.
It's okay. I will compensate.
Considerations.
Do the Asian squat here.
Yeah. So we take out the barnacle, you take an old 菜刀 chopper,
Yeah.
and we just scrape. We don't use our bare hands of course, because they're really, really sharp. So we harvest these guys day to day.
Okay, thank you. Wow. So nothing actually beats going nearer rather than zooming. Still gonna move my body, and when I can't, I will zoom in. Ooh. Okay. So these are the dangers when you start moving around and you're not aware of your environment. It's like a fountain of muscle. It's 1/25. You just have to experiment a little until you get the right speed. So right now I'm hoping to catch a bit of the hose and the water action and also the action of the man. I need to up my shutter speed slightly. It has to be fast enough that the man is sharp and the water is blurred. And that is the sweet spot. It's got his logo on top. With things like that, you often have to go high. You either go really high or you go really low, or you go really near so that you can see the object if it's small. The human element here really is his hands. At this spot focusing point, right, I am focusing on his hands. And I can go wide to get the action. That, for example, was the pulling action. It would be nice to see the tension of the rope here pulling. So this straight part would be my point of focus, pulling action, and maybe if his leg is doing this, right? So it summarizes the action in one shot, like this. You started the business, I read, at 26 years old.
25. Straight out of my second corporate job.
But your father sells fish?
No, yeah, so that's a common thing, right? Like everybody's like, are you like super passionate about fish? Do you love farming and all that?
Yeah.
For me, it's more like opportunity. There's an actual person called Ah Hua, and that's the original owner of the farm. So I only came on board 8 years ago. When I met him, then I realized that there was a gap between locals and local produce. As a 25-year-old back then, I didn't know that farms even existed.
See, I would like to really run forward, but I'm quite limited. So if I do see a frame and if I can zoom in, I will do that. He's coming near, perfect chance for me to go wide. The net here can be my sky. Look at me, so I'll just take a photo of him at 120. Turn and face me, yeah, okay, just hold it there. And then I'll just let him go on with his task a little bit while I shoot a few different wide angles and find a few different ways I can frame him using the nets or using the poles over here. The 18-120 is really perfect for coming to a place like this because, as you can see, right, a lot of the wooden planks are slightly rickety and it's just something that you don't want to be running on fairly quickly. All these like water pockets. It just means that I either shoot through or I'm lucky the action is happening and I am already there, I can get the action. And if not, you really need a lens that goes from wide to telezoom to save time, because you may not have the opportunity to stay here for very long, especially if you're like a tourist visiting. I don't really want to be here with my camera bag. I'm trying to change my prime lenses, because once a boat passes by, the waves are going to come. My bag may fall into the water. So having just one lens suits me fine. I can take the zoom even though I am a prime lens girl. Okay, I just took a shot of Lo Kun walking away. I got a 120 on him. This tire here with the rope, nice bit of foreground blur. Also on the walls gives a perspective of infinity. Basically a shot of Lo Kun's butt view walking away from me. You know when you go to a park and there are trees swaying in the background, great like foreground blur items. So these are the trees of the Kelong, these dragon fruits. You can shoot through them, use them to frame it in the corner just to show that it's not just a Kelong. People do on board here. Dragon fruit seems to be sort of sprouting from the structure, so I really quite like this integration. Coming here, you see things that are very textural. It's just a photographer's dream. I think the word is patina. The sense of time in this Kelong, you know, the textures of the wood, the rust. I think this is what photographers crave. So you see like things are happening really fast here. There's not much maneuverability, and if you're a tourist and your tour guide is rushing you, the floor is slippery with moss, and you want to just sort of get as many elements as possible within a short period of time. Don't have time to change lens. One lens will do. The trick here is to really get used to what it can frame at 18, what it can frame at 120, so you sort of know your zooms and know your settings well, so you can sort of accomplish a documentary story within a short frame of time. If you are near and the object is near you, whatever goes through the camera, it zooms past really fast, right? It goes through the lens. So that creates a motion. So then it creates like excitement in your image, and that's what you can do at 18mm, at 23, even at 35. If you are too lazy to go near and you're at 120, if there's action, right, it just goes like this in your lens. So it doesn't move that much. So it's not action-packed, it's observation. You can still say you're a witness, but you are a stranger. You are a stranger if you're far away. They said that they got Lo Kun for $10. Bye! Bye, Lo Kun!